Had to start it off interesting, baby. I love my new guitar. It's beautiful, ain't it? It's goddamn beautiful. Alright, so let me put this down. Maybe I'll play it throughout the video. So, what I'm doing today, we're going to talk about Uber. And why Uber is probably a great alternative to get out of the situation that you're in right now. What situation is that? It is your 9 to 5. So I don't know if I'm able to do this, so I'm not going to do it right now, but I wanted to put the earnings for Uber in just 3 days. That was 4. In just 3 days, just so y'all can see like what exactly you can make in 3 days just working like a minimum of 4 hours at least. You want to do 4 hours in a busy area. 4 hours, you make some really good money. So I'm not gonna put my earnings up yet, but I will let you know on a daily basis, working at a job around people you don't like in a place you don't want to go to or travel to, you can make the same amount with Uber, or you can make more. It deserved one of those. Okay, I'm gonna stop. But yeah, so with Uber, you can make 100, and this is from 4 hours to, like, let's say, you know what, let's go 4 hours to 10 hours. I was gonna say 8, but let's go 4 to 10 because you can make so much more. So that's between 100 and, just from my experience, I'm gonna say $100 to $200 a day driving for Uber. And this is, of course, in areas where there's high traffic, not high traffic, but like a lot of people closer to a city. Most likely if you're in a suburban area, you're probably not going to get as much business and travel time with Uber as you would closer to the city, because people, there's like this crazy medium where, like, in between the city and the suburbs was a great spot to drive back and forth between, because people are coming from work to home, home to work. And believe it or not, people take Uber, and a lot of night shift people also, I'm finding out, takes Uber to and from work, between the city and the suburbs, or the city and right outside the city. So it's just like, it's excellent. It's amazing, actually. So if you think about it, I think with like $50,000 a year, let's say you're making about $50,000 a year, you, with taxes, and this is again without the dependents. I know people like to put like 4 dependents on their stuff. This is without dependents. If you got 0, you bring it home about $600 a week. Okay. And this doesn't, and what this does is, so you're saying this is a 40-hour week. A lot of people, they got a 40-hour week stuck in their head, but it's actually not a 40-hour week. How long does it take you to get to work? Okay? How long does it take you to get back from work? All right? Let's include the lunchtime that they don't pay you for. Let's say it takes you, I'm going to go 45 minutes. 45 minutes to get to work, 45 minutes to get home. This is like, you know, including traffic, no traffic, whatever. And then your 30-minute lunch break, or even hour lunch break, actually, because most people take an hour. So what is that? My math is horrible. That's 2.5 hours that you are spending going and coming from work, that you're not making any money. You're at work, lunch break, not making any money, because a lot of places don't pay you for lunch. And even if they do, still, you know, it was the whole 9 to 5 thing. A lot of places are really 8 to 5 because they give you an hour lunch that they don't pay you for. So what you're looking for is the time spent at work compared to the time you would spend driving in Uber. So let's say you are making about $100 a day, $150 a day, and your 9 to 5 or whatever, let's say you are doing 8 hours of work, and then that's plus, let's go with, let's put lunch and break together. Let's take shave 30 minutes off that 2.5 hours. Let's say you spend 2 hours getting and coming to work, going to work, coming from work, going to work, and then also add your lunch in there. That's 10 hours a day that you're actually investing in work. And you can pay that same, you can do that same amount of time driving an Uber and make that same amount of money working 4 to 6 hours. $150 again. And not like, it's not, I'm not saying high traffic to scare you, but in like areas where Uber is going to be used and they have their little hot spots and days where, you know, they know a lot of people because of the information that they gather. Here comes the ambulance. Somebody just got hurt. But what they do is they use the, they look at how many people are using in certain areas. They gather all the information. They take that information and make hotspots. So anytime that you want to know where, you know, these hotspots are, which again are not going to be too far from you, on the Uber map, it'll let you know where you can make money. You're going to automatically arise. Now they add Uber delivery, which is like Uber Eats and stuff like that. They have, you know, just your regular Uber, and people are out there causing trouble right now. That's why the police are driving by. But they have all of this stuff, all of these things. They have Uber X, they have Uber Pool, and they have all of these things that you can do, you know, to consistently make money throughout the hours of the day. And you know, it's very rare. Like for me, my experience with Uber, I have very few dry spots, like probably 10 minutes in between, which is actually still pretty great, because then what you can do, you can go take a break at any time you want to, just go offline, or you can stay online and still take breaks and wait for your rides while you're riding around, going to a restaurant or going to Starbucks, which I love to do, and getting my, what do you call this, Nino cold brew, Nino 70 cold brew. So it makes like perfect sense to do that and not have to have someone screaming at you, and then also have the flexibility to go where you want to go, when you want to go. Gotta get a ping for that at any point in time of the day. You know, you might end up in like all these different areas. You really get to know the city and see what's around. You might even end up moving, you know, seeing new restaurants to take your boyfriend or your girlfriend out on, like you know, new parks or whatever to take your kids, or just anything, you know, venues where you and your family can have a family reunion, anything like that. Like, there's so much stuff you can do that like comes with Uber, and it gives you complete freedom. Okay, and that's $100 to $200 let's go, we're gonna go with 10 hours a day, because that's how much you usually invest in going to work. 4 to 10 hours, and you can make $100 to $200 a day, what you're making at this job around these people, again, that you don't like, a boss who you have to stress about and listen to all the time, because, you know, they want to talk to you, and then you have work needs to be done, but then they want to complain when you don't get your work done. Like, why have all of that when you can just drive? You don't have to worry about anything. Do what you want to do. Just do exactly what you want and make the same amount of money or more, which I find crazy, driving with Uber. And, you know, I'm not gonna, I really doubted. Like, I did one ride months and months and months ago, probably at the beginning of the year. And I was like, you know, it's cool. You know, I get the little $100 at the beginning. You do your first ride, they give you like $100 bonus, which is absolutely great. And then I didn't do it for months. And then it came to, I was like, you know what? Let me try this. Let me try this. And I tried it. And I found I'm gonna do a video addicted to Uber, because I found myself like wanting to get up and just like go. It's like, damn, it takes me all the way to the west side, north side, Chicago, you know, south side, east side. I get to see all these places I've never seen before, and it was just amazing to have like that complete freedom to turn it on and turn it off whenever you want, to come, you know, work whenever you want, which of course, you know, again, dedicated, treat it as if it is a job, but you don't have the stresses of the people that you have to deal with, the overhead, the boss's overhead. So, you know, I'm gonna definitely vouch for Uber in this video, because I've just been trying a lot of different things that people just kind of talk down on a lot of time. They talk down about Uber driver if that's something that you do as a job or something that you depend on. The great thing about it is Uber's gonna be there, and it's gonna get better, and you're gonna end up making more money. Like I don't know. They talk about the people who get killed or people who get robbed in Ubers and stuff like that. That's with anything. You get robbed in cabs. You get robbed on buses, like on CTA buses or Pace buses. It happens. And Uber is just another thing. It's just another transportation, another means of transportation, and another means of making money and opening up the market to a lot more people. A lot of people say, oh, Uber is devilish, Lyft is devilish, but what's devilish about it? They created jobs for people. They created ways for people to get around easier and better without having to walk to bus stops. I mean, it's like right to your doorstep service pickup. Like, who doesn't want a chauffeur? Now that you have one, you're gonna say it's a devilish thing because they're not picking you up in a limo? Like, no. We can't do that. So I'm gonna vouch for it. Uber, you killed it. You did well. You did damn well. And I'm definitely using my reference code to put it out there to more people so people can find out about you. So, for you, Uber, you're the best, Uber. Alright, I'm gonna stop. I'm playing way too much. I'll post my link in the bottom so you sign up for Uber, sign up with me. I want to see y'all riding out there. Alright? Catch y'all later. Look at my new guitar. It's so pretty.